2 weeks ago. The minority party, as a party, objected, and we read bills for a day or so, and they were upset over a plan to change the number of people on the redistricting commission. And they claimed that the issue had moved too fast. Keep in mind that this is a constitutional amendment. So this was a House joint resolution. And so that's big medicine. That would eventually be in front of all the voters of the state of Idaho. And the question would be put to them whether they want to add a 7th member to the redistricting commission or not. So if we can debate the issue on the floor, and it takes 2/3 to pass. There were some that agreed that it moved a little quickly, and that was maybe not the best way to choose the 7th person. I don't know that it is or it isn't, but I do know that when you have a 6-member, 3 Republican, 3 Democrat commission, that you're asking for a lot of ties. And where it's about an 80-20 split, then the majority thinks that we need to have a tiebreaker. And I don't know how best to do that. But remember, our Constitution says that we can have up to 35 legislative districts or no fewer than 30. And I think the real danger is that the next commission, regardless of its makeup, says that we split fewer counties with 31 legislative districts than we do with 35. And now we have geographically larger districts, less representation, and it would all be completely allowable in our Constitution as presently constituted. And so I think we should, and I am, taking a hard look and drafting language that would address, pegging the number at 35, and so that it can't go lower, but starting the conversation that we as a state need to have on maybe we're better off if the math doesn't work at 35, or maybe it works at 36 or 37 or 38 legislative districts rather than 32 or 31. Because I think we're better served in a large, diverse state like we have, that has the distinct regions, the distinct customs and cultures, in keeping more representation rather than less. The status of the original bill, the one that added a 7th member, it's alive and well and back in the committee. And the people that were the advocates of that issue are talking. At some point, it may very well come back upstairs as is. It may have some changes in it, and I can't predict what that looks like. The only thing I am sure of is that there's a deep resolve in the Republican Party, as well as the Republican legislators, to do something with regard to the commission. And I'm saying that's all true and very valid, but let's not overlook this other issue that could be a sleeper issue with regard to the number of legislative districts.